everyone, today I'm doing another tag video. I told you I was going to be doing a couple tags in the near future, and here it is already. Today's tag is one I'm actually really excited to film because it's an interesting tag. It's talking about our TBR pile. Ooh, intrigue, mystery. So it's on my TBR shelf. It's called my Intimidating Tbr Pile tag, and it was created by Lindsay Ray, and like I said, it's all about our TBR pile. So let's get into the nitty-grittiness of what books I haven't read. Are you intrigued? Are you going to be shocked? Are you going to hate me? I don't know, let's see. Question number 1, what book have you been unable to finish? I was going to go to The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I started reading this right after I read Queen of Shadows because I was like, crap, I didn't read this before Queen of Shadows, which you really should, by the way. But then another book came out, and then I just kind of lost focus. Do I plan to finish this? Yes, I plan to read this definitely before the 5th book comes out because I have to, that's a given, but I'm actually kind of saving it for like a month before the 5th book comes out. That way I'll be in the world already, so that way as soon as I finish this, I'll be right into the 5th book and I will be happy because I won't skip a beat. So I plan to finish this, but I started it and I'm going to finish it. And I'm horrible. What book you have yet to read because you just haven't had the time? Time. I bet if we all had the ample amount of time in our world, there would be no such thing as TBR shells, but where would be the fun in that? So the book I haven't read yet because I haven't had the time is The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. I have been wanting to read this ever since I got it in the mail. It just sounds so cool. It's about like 18th century. It's about this girl that gets mixed in demons and stuff. It's been compared to Buffy, which I love Buffy, so I have really good things about it, but I just haven't had the time yet because there are new books coming out that I've been reading, and there's books that I've been more excited about, sadly, but I do really want to read this. I just haven't had the time. Wish there was more time. Wish. Which book have you yet to read because it is a sequel? This one's kind of controversial. It's Hollow City by Ransom Riggs, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I hope you'll still love me. So I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I liked it. I didn't love it. I know it's a very well-loved book, and I really can see why. It's definitely got a lot going for it, but it's just not my cup of tea. That's just saying, you know. I think every person has their own individual book taste, and, you know, it works well for some people and some people it doesn't. I liked it, I just didn't love it. So I haven't read Hollow City yet because I just haven't had the time, yes, but it's also because I'm interested in it, but I'm not interested in it too much, honestly. And I know that's so bad to say. I feel so bad because this is such a well-loved series, and I totally get it, but I just, you know, it's a sequel, so I haven't got into it yet. So one day maybe I will, but I'm not pressuring myself yet. But I hope that's okay. What book have you yet to read because it's brand new? This Is Where It Ends by, oh boy, I can't pronounce this. I'm not going to attempt to, but this one just came out and I've been hearing so many good things. It's actually a debut novel and actually got on the New York's bestsellers list, which is very rare for a debut novel apparently, but this is all about a school shooting and happens in an hour, I want to say. Like, this whole novel takes place in an hour. And I've heard really good things about it. Actually, no, I've heard mixed reviews about it, especially on Goodreads. A lot of people are mixed about this book. So I haven't read it yet because it's brand new, but I'm very interested to see because the only other book I've read about a school shooting is 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult, and that junk was amazing. So if you have read this and want more books kind of like that, as weird as that sounds, read 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult. Like, blow your mind. Which book have you yet to read because by the same author and just didn't enjoy it? This one I'm going with The Heir by Kiera Cass. I also wrote the Selection Trilogy, which I've talked about a lot on this channel. You guys know my feelings. I really liked the Selection. The first book, the last two were just not so great. So I bought this one and I heard even worse reviews about it, and I just haven't got into it yet because I didn't really love the Selection Trilogy, so yeah. What book have you yet to read because you're just not in the mood for it? That's going to go to The Young Elites by Marie Lu. This has been sitting on my shelf for a couple years now, and the second book's already out. I just haven't been in the mood for this book. I think maybe I'm waiting for the whole trilogy to come out. That way I could just binge read it and just finish them all at once. That would be great. But it's sitting on my shelf for a while and I just haven't been in the mood for it. What book you have yet to read yet because it is humongous? One's definitely going to go to Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. I just got this not too long ago and I really do want to read it, but hello. It is a tiny book, yes, with rather big text, but I mean, just looking at this daunts me, and it's such a nice tiny little book. Like, look how cute I would be reading this. Just reading Little Woman, but it's just so big, and that is taunting me, so I haven't read it yet because it is humongous. Hopefully I will read it soon because I'm just really bad at reading classics. What book you have yet to read yet because it was a cover by that turned out to be poor reviews? And I don't have one for this one because I don't buy too many books now just based on the cover. That's, you know, not to sound like, you know, I don't have money to do that, if I'm honest. You know, a couple years ago, if I was perusing a Target and a book, the cover intrigued me, I would definitely buy it, but I just don't have that kind of money anymore. I know you're like, well, it's 12 bucks. It's, look, I got bills, and I got the kid, and that junk ain't cheap. I have to really review books before I buy them, like, meaning what I look in what they're into, like, you know, I look in what they're about, what Goodreads is saying about it. I don't strictly buy things now just on the cover, so I don't have one to pick for that. What is the most intimidating book in your TBR pile? You're probably gonna laugh at me for this because it's really not that intimidating. This sun can't make up its mind today. I look probably really bright right now. You're probably going to laugh at me for this because it's really not that intimidating, but it's intimidating to me. And that is the Percy Jackson and the Olympians box set. This just intimidates me. I have read the first book and I really enjoyed it. I just haven't had the time or energy or just willpower, I guess, to read the last 4. And I know I need to get to reading it because this series is so well loved and I can see why, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, a lot of people will comment on my videos saying, you know, I'm older and I haven't read Harry Potter yet, should you read it? And I'm like, yes, but then I'm like, I kind of get where they're at now because they're, you know, they probably love it, but they're probably scared to get into it because of the love and they feel kind of behind the times with it. I can understand the hesitancy to read Harry Potter if you're older, you're kind of late to the game because you're like, oh crap, you know, and that's what I feel exactly with Percy Jackson. Like, I want so bad to read this, but I'm just so nervous for, you know, weird reasons because I'm late to the party and all that kind of stuff. I just want to love it as much as everybody else does, and I know it's okay if I don't love it as much as everybody does, but this is definitely the reason for that. You know, all those reasons are why it's the most intimidating book on my TBR pile because it just, I just get nervous, guys. That's my intimidating TBR pile. I hope you guys enjoyed a glance into my TBR pile. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. And with not another tag video. I think I'm done for a little bit, but who knows? Bye.